Right guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's video I'll be giving you guys a breakdown on Euro JPY and how I was able to capture a nice $8,000 move, especially for one of my clients. Now before we get into this breakdown with proof, I'll also be showing you guys proof and everything. Make sure you guys subscribe and like this video because it will help out the channel a lot, especially in its beginning stages. Okay, so before I even go into the breakdown, I just want to show you guys some proof. So this was the exact trade that I took on Euro JPY. This was on the 5-minute time frame. I took sales from this consolidation region over here and I rolled the market down all the way once I found some sort of resistance. Originally I was targeting this level over here, as you can see with this blue dash. This was my take profit and my stops were just above the highs like so. And if I go into the trading history, you can see I made this client $8,600 plus dollars. And you can see that this client is with Vital Markets Rule. Right, so this analysis starts from the 4-hour time frame, which was my directional bias. Now if you guys watch my previous videos as well, you definitely start to see a trend in how I break down these pairs. I always do a top-down analysis and I use supply and demand to take these trades. So on the 4-hour time frame, I determined my bias to be bearish, so I was only looking for sales at this time. But since I'm not really able to see any level of supply at this level, I dropped down to the 30-minute time frame. And if I scroll over to the left side, you can see that this level over here was my level of supply. It rejected many times in the past, and I was hoping for it to reject again from this level over here. So you can see price did initially push up and break above this level, but ultimately we closed back below inside this level of this zone over here. So once I established that, okay, this will be my area of interest that I'm going to be looking for sales, I then dropped down to the 5-minute time frame. So this is where I ultimately ended up taking my sales from. So you can see that if you're looking at structure, this level over here is a very important level to highlight, because overall we're in an uptrend from the 5-minute time frame unless we're able to break this high probability level over here. You can see price did come back into this level and reject it once, and we did see some sort of weakness when we was following through whilst we was in the trade. But before we go into this, if we're just looking at structure, we can see that price currently is forming lower lows and lower highs over here. You can see that you got these lower high points over here, and price is dropping lower and lower. So overall, although we're in an uptrend from this swing high point over here, swing low point over here, we're in a mini downtrend. So once I established that, you can see that if we use our fib levels, you can see if we draw it from the high to the low over here, price is respecting this golden zone over here, which is between the 50% and the 61.8%. So that's one confluence you guys can use, that is within this golden zone over here. And then we also have this zone marked out over here, and this will be our level of supply where price has broken and retested. So you can see price has broken through this level of supply now and is retesting, and we saw many rejections off of this candle. Now I personally ended up entering in and around this range once we saw this weakness. At this level we got a huge spike up because there was a lot of fundamental news, so we did get some sort of noise which I ignored because ultimately there was no true direction on either side. After all of this consolidation, you can see that finally we got this mini break and retest, which is clearer on the 1-minute time frame before this ultimate push down. Now I was targeting these lows from the 30-minute time frame. If I show you guys, this was a level of support on the 30-minute time frame which held several times. As you can see, if we're just taking the average, this was the green line which I drew to show that majority of the volume was sitting around this level over here. But as price dropped into our level, you can see that we did not manage to get into our take profit level. So once I started seeing some sort of weakness, especially on the 1-minute time frame, once we started seeing some sort of consolidation, there was a higher chance that we'll start retracing back up. Now I'd rather just take my profits than hold through all of this retracement, even though I do see price coming back down into my overall take profits in the future. I'm not willing to hold through that period, and I'd rather just take my profits over here. So that's what I ultimately ended up doing. Overall this was a nice, I believe it was a nice 1 to 2 hour trade, or a bit more than that. Yeah, overall it was like a nice 1 to 2.5 risk to reward, not the best, but certainly not the worst. Now before I wrap up this video, as I promised, I'm giving you guys an update on the verification that I'm doing now, as I made a previous YouTube video showing you guys my FTMO challenge. So just giving you guys a quick update on the verification, which I've almost passed with this trade as well. So this will be further proof to show that I actually did end up taking this trade and profiting from it. As you can see, this was my EJ trade. If we go to the history, you can see Euro JPY, we took sells from in and around that range. You can go back and check it as well. So again, if you guys are interested in getting your FTMO challenges or my Forex Fund challenges passed, definitely be sure to check out the description to get more information on how you guys can be a part of the process. As you can see, I'm documenting all of this for you and keeping it nice and transparent. So other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and definitely be sure to subscribe and drop in the comments section any other suggestions you may have for other videos, and I'll see you guys next time.